If you were to tell me that the only team that we're going to beat in the first 4 games is the San Francisco 49ers, and that we're going to be 1-3, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you. Going into this season, I thought maybe at the beginning of the first 4 weeks would be like 2-2. You know, we'll probably lose to the Lions because we're playing at Lions Stadium. Oh, big freaking deal. And then we're going to beat the Cards because we always do. We'll lose to the Niners because we always do. And then we'll rebound and beat the Bears. And that'll be the first quarter of the season. 2-2. We're in a decent place. We beat the teams that we're expected to beat. And we lost to the teams that we are not expected to beat. But if you were to come and tell me that we are going to beat only one team and that one team was going to be the 49ers, I wouldn't have believed you. I just wouldn't have. Now, I watched the game yesterday, and I'm not going to watch the highlights because it's just going to be painful to watch. There were a lot of good stuff that came out with the Rams yesterday. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. We're not going to dive into everything because this is not what I do. This is just a reaction to the game. This is just a reaction as a Rams fan to how the Rams are playing. We were supposed to win that game. We were supposed to beat the Bears and win that game. We were on the way to win that game. But we don't have an offensive line. We don't have an offensive line. Matthew Stafford was getting thrown around the entire game. Took a couple sacks yesterday. We ran the ball very well. 94 yards on 19 carries for Kyron. 26 yards on 6 carries for Ronnie. Matthew Stafford, an efficient game, 20 out of 29 for 224 and 1 INT in his last pass of the game, which is not his fault. The Rams are doing a lot of good stuff. We just need to finish in touchdowns. We need to get the tutties. We can't just keep kicking field goals the entire game and expect to win. We're not going to win games like that. We're just not going to win games like that. And we shouldn't have gone for the 2-point conversion. I mean, there are so many things that went wrong yesterday. So many things. I will tell you, though, Braden Fisk and Jared Verse are going to be great. For years to come. Wow. Jared had so many, so close to have 4 sacks by himself. That dude is a beast. He's going to be a monster. So many things went wrong yesterday. Our defense is young, and I keep saying that. And I couldn't record a video because I was traveling the past week and I was out of state. I thought I was going to record a video while I'm traveling, but I just wasn't going to work out. And I'm happy with the things that the Rams did against the Niners. But, boy, it's teams are going to know now just to run down our throats. I mean, that's what the Bears started doing towards the end of the game. We just run. And then our defense just gassed. I mean, dear God. We can't stop nobody. DeAndre Swift. 60 carries, 93 yards, 5.81 average. Almost 6 yards a carry. 6 yards a carry. That's not good. That's not good. We need to do better. We need to do better. We are not going to win football games like that. Our defense needs to be more disciplined. And we need to have more pass rush. How many times, and especially with the 49ers game, where Brock Purdy was just standing there in pocket, and there was the one play where he had 10 seconds. 10 seconds to throw the freaking ball. 10 seconds. Just standing there to the point where we're like, okay, like, are you going to throw the ball? Or are we going to get a sack? Like, what are we going to do? He ends up just running around everybody else and just gets a first down or gets like 5 yards on a 3rd and 5 or something. Our defense is young, and, you know, it's just one of those frustrating games where, like, you're so much better than the other team. Everybody knows that you're so much better than the other team. It's just, we just couldn't get it done. We could not get it done. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. We ran the ball very well. You know, 30 yards rushing, say an average of 4.5 yards a carry. That's not bad. We need to run the football more. And Christian Roseboom should not be playing coverage on anybody, for that matter. Christian Roseboom should not be playing coverage at all. He reminds me of Hoyt a couple of years ago when we had him, you know, running coverage on receivers. And even the commentators were making fun of it, because why would you have Hoyt running coverage on receivers? He's an edge rusher. He's not good in coverage. I think we had the game in hand. We had it in hand until we had that one fumble. Matthew Stafford gets sacked in our own end zone. We fumble the football. We're up 6-0. 2 plays for 16 yards. They end up scoring. I mean, it's just, it's terrible. It's terrible. But, you know, we're growing. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. We just need to limit bad plays. We need to be more disciplined on defense. Jared Verse almost had 4 sacks, but they were all called off because of, you know, a penalty, a holding penalty. Every time they threw the flag, Jared Verse had a sack or something, and they were like, oh, penalty, holding, hands to the face, pass interference. Josh Carty, I'm not going to fault him at all. I think, you know, after, what was it, it was the second field goal. Yeah, the second field goal, he missed it because of the win, but then he made like 4 more. The dude is a stud. He'll be fine. It's not a big deal. We'll be good to go. But at the same time, we just can't go into the end zone and just not have a touchdown. We can't do that. We had the game. We had the game in hand. We just couldn't capitalize. We could not capitalize for the life of us. We could not do anything to save ourselves. Defense played okay. I mean, what do we got here? Total yards. We beat them in everything, basically, except for rushing. 322 yards, total yards for the Rams. 264 for the Bears. Passing yards, 203 to 133. Rushing yards, 119 to 131. Average yards per play, 6. Fumbles lost, obviously, you know, two turnovers is not going to win you the game. Sacks allowed is the same. Third down efficiency, still better. Beat them in time of possession. Beat them in penalties. I mean, you know, we're a more disciplined team. We're a much better team. But we let a rookie quarterback, I mean, kudos to the Bears. They deserved it. I mean, I feel like every team that the Rams play, they just play their best game because they just feel like they won the Super Bowl. I mean, whatever. Highlight to the Bears, I guess, whatever. I'm not being salty about it, and don't come at me in the comment section, oh, you know, cry more. I'm not crying. You know, everybody comes into the comment section and acts like they don't do the same thing that we do. Like, you know, hop off, dude. Hop off. But anyway, back to more pressing needs here. Rams need to do a better job of being more disciplined. We cannot win football games if we're not disciplined on defense. We can't do that. Not every time they throw an incomplete pass or they get taken down by Jared Verse or Fisk or Byron Young, it's a flag because it's for holding. I do miss Aaron Donald. I miss AD. I feel like if AD was playing in the game, they would not have 10 seconds to throw a football. I'll tell you that right now. But we just have to be patient. Our defense is very young. They're going to get much, much better. They're going to gel well together. They're going to be there for a long haul. I think that this season, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. I don't know. I don't know. We should have won that game. See, that's the frustrating part. Jordan Whittington, if you don't have him on your fantasy football team, grab him. I think that dude is going to be like Puka Nacua last year. Not as good, obviously, but he's going to be like a Bobby Trees, Robert Woods. That's what he's going to be like. Bobby Woods. He's going to be just that good. The dude is a stud. He catches everything you throw his way. He's going to catch everything. But this one hurts. This one hurts because the entire game, you had a feeling that you were going to win this game. Ethan Evans, 67 punt. 67-yard punt. That's just ridiculous. It's absolutely a monster. The dude is a machine. But I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of the play call. A lot of screen passes. Sean McVay with the stupid screen passes that he does every time. They're not executed very well, and it's just we end up losing yards on him. Like, dude, stop with the screen passes. Just go downhill, run your motion, pass plays, do your play action, shift your protection, do something. Just stop doing screen passes because we don't execute them very well. They don't work every single time. And we're missing Puka, we're missing Higbee, we're missing Cup. Avila's still out. The other guard is still out. Jackson's still out. I mean, yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about this game. We should have won this game. Didn't happen. We were the better team yesterday, obviously, but now teams are going to start just rushing the football down our throats, and we can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. They're going to start rushing the football, and we're just going to have to sit there and just take it because we can't stop the run. We need to stop the run. We need to stop. They could not pass. They didn't have a lot of passing yards. 157. Caleb had 157, but mostly drop downs. 7 targets, 7 receptions for DeAndre Swift. He had a monster game yesterday. He had a monster game yesterday. But we just need to do a better job. Oh my God. Who are we playing next? Let's see. We're playing the Packers. We're playing the Packers next. That bye week could not come any sooner. I'll tell you that right now. That bye week could not come any sooner at all. We're playing the Packers next. Packers almost beat the Vikings. Jordan Love had a monster game. I mean, 3 interceptions, but four touchdown passes. He had a monster game against the Vikings defense. So, I don't know. I have no idea how to feel about this game right now. We need to get healthier, and Josh Jacobs is going to be running down our throat because he's just relentless. The dude is a freaking truck. I don't know. Honestly, a lot of these games are just fair game at this point. I mean, with the exception of the Raiders, maybe. They have their moments. Vikings, if we can't cover Jefferson, I don't know what we're going to do. Seattle, we was beat, but again, they have a really good defense this year. I mean, they played nobody. They're playing the Lions tonight. I don't know. Lions, I can't really root for either one because I hate both. You know what I mean? But, if I have to root for a team, I would root for the Lions to beat the Seahawks because we're division rivals and all that. But also at the same time, the Lions are full of themselves right now. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. I don't know. The Dolphins are beat up. I kind of feel bad for them, to be honest. Patriots, I hate them because they're Patriots, so we're probably going to beat them. They have no offense, period. I don't know, boys. I don't know. It's not looking good this year. I don't know. I don't want to be pessimistic. I will eat my words. I will eat my words from 2 weeks ago when I said that the Rams are going to lose to the Niners. I eat my words. I stand corrected. Obviously, good job on the Rams beating the Niners. It was a really, really good game playing at home opener. Beating the 49ers is the best thing in the world for me. I love that so much. But we should have beaten the Bears. That one is going to stink for a while. But it's that one's going to suck. That one will suck. Anyway, yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. We're approaching 10 subscribers right now. I'm just doing this because I love the Rams. I've been a Rams fan for a long time. And I just, getting my frustration out and, recording these videos. But I enjoy it. I like it. It's okay if you don't like it. I do it for me, and I enjoy it. Anyway, Rams are playing the Packers next week. I don't know how to feel about that. Christian Watson is out. Probably an ankle sprain or something. We'll see. So we might have a chance. It's not like he's being used a lot. But the Rams, we just have to do a better job of pass protection. We have to rush the football more. I don't care if you want to rush it 35 times. You just got to do what you got to do. We can't just be going into the end zone and not scoring touchdowns. We just can't keep doing that and expect to win football games. That is not going to happen. Our defense needs to be more disciplined. We can't just be holding everybody when they're running routes all the time. I'm looking at you, Tre'Davious White. Ugh. Anyway, tons of love. If you enjoyed, give it a like. And Rams playing the Packers next week. We'll see how that goes. All right. Take care, everybody. Peace.